So good and tastes
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Sent down a lot of love. This is the Callisto Protocol 83 Rapid Fire Questions with Glen Schofield. It's funny. Before I knew who Glen Schofield was, I didn't know this legend made Dead Space and Dead Space 2, but then you guys told me in the comments. Bless you. You guys told me in the comments that that's why Callisto Protocol looks so similar to the original Dead Spaces, because this absolute beast is on it. So I got recommended a video to watch 83 rapid fire questions, and that's what we are here for. So Glen Schofield, if you're watching this, you're a beast. To any fans of the series of Dead Space and everything, I'm with you with the hype. I am ready for the Callisto Protocol, and that's why I said 2023 and the end of 2022 is looking really good for games. And also the other game developers that I've been working with were releasing really good games, like really good games. So I'm glad that the whole dry spout is you guys know. Actually, let me say that too. You guys already know how I feel about when people say that there's dry spout in games. Have not played every single game. Like, you have to get out of your comfort zone and play like a racing simulator if you're only an FPS shooter. So yeah, it may be a dry spout in FPS, but have you ever tried any other genre? Anyways, tons of videos right here, somewhere on the screen, wherever I put it. And yeah, go watch those. Remember, take destiny in your own hand. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you. Shout out to everyone. Thank you for watching. Let's hop in. Long intro out the way. Headphones, check. Let's go.
Are you a good sport?
Yes,
How scary is this interview going to be?
not so bad.
So I don't need a blanket or my mom to cover my eyes?
For the interview, no, I don't think so.
Was that 3 of the questions already? Now we got 80 left. That was just fast, just firing it off.
Mom, no blanket. We're good. What is the Callisto Protocol?
It's a sci-fi horror game.
If I got through a movie like
Okay.
Midsummer, should I be able to get through this?
This is a lot scarier than Midsummer.
Is Florida
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I actually, that's so odd that we didn't finish Midsummer, right? Wow. Well, he asked one of the rapid fire questions was, is Callisto Protocol scarier? Or if he got through Midsummer, can he get through this? And he said this is a lot scarier than Midsummer. Of course it is not.
I saw that.
It's not-
I saw that trailer.
It's not too hard to beat.
Florence Pugh in the game?
No, not yet.
But Josh Duhamel
Who's Florence Pugh?
is, right?
Josh is in.
On set, did you ever have to ask him to stop talking about North Dakota?
There've been a couple of times, yeah.
Why Josh for this particular role?
I just thought that his range was really good.
So it wasn't the Taco Bell ads?
Oh, this is
No,
the
they were
voice
good,
actor?
though. A little scary.
Daddy, look.
Honey, where did you get that?
The clown gave it to me.
Why are they doing this?
Did you ever have to stop
Is that the voice actor for four? Wait. Why the heck did I just say that like that? That's crazy. Is the voice actor, so the voice actor and the mocap actor, like, it's the same in this game? Like, the mocap and the voice acting is done by the same dude, which is that guy that was in in that little thing right there?
mocap because the
Taco
scene was
Bell?
just too damn scary?
No.
Where does the game take place?
On Callisto, which is the dead moon of Jupiter.
Why Callisto
Kalista, the dead moon of Jupiter.
compared to some of the other moons?
You love the fact that it was called the dead moon, but it's also, believe it or not, it's like one of the ones that scientists say that maybe we could
Captions are never 100% good, but you can make out kind of what he said. I put them on because I'm trying to get an idea because the transmission between. But okay, so dead moon Callisto.
colonize because it's got water.
Do any of the main characters look at Callisto and utter, "That's no moon"?
Not yet.
Would you like me to write some of the game for you?
You may have to.
What's combat like in the game?
Combat is fairly evolved. You're using a number of different melee weapons and a lot of
Yeah.
other weapons, like
Whoa.
guns, rifles, that sort of thing.
What kind of weapons are in the game?
Besides the pistols and the rifles that I talked about, you've got a shiv and you've got a stun baton.
Can you shoot off any limbs?
Oh, yes, you can. We went farther than we did in Dead Space.
Will dismemberment stop the creatures?
If you knock off too much of them and you have to cut off their 2 arms, they may die. But some of them are still going to attack you with their arms off.
Speaking of the creatures, what are we actually fighting?
The virus itself is ancient. You know, it was extracted from this moon a long time ago, and so there's remnants of the ancient beasts, but there's also scientists then took this, virus
Oh, and it got mutated and became a new like strain or variant.
and they of course, messed with it.
Yeah.
And they tried to make man
Of
better.
course.
How many enemy types are there in the game?
I think this is around 10, 11.
How'd you come up with these abominations at striking distance?
Some of them I knew right away, like way in the beginning of the game. I'm like, you know what? I want a guy with 2 freaking heads that you can cut in half.
Do they have any specific names?
I call Big Mouth Big Mouth. There's a
Like how he's...
scientific name to all of them called the biophage.
Do you have a name in studio for the terrifying extending one?
Yeah, we call him the Bloodworm.
Speaking of names,
Bloodworm.
what's the main character's name?
Jacob Lee.
Is Jacob
Jacob
named
Lee.
so because Jacob is the son of Isaac in the Bible?
Very good.
No way. For real?
Jacob Lee.
Is Jacob named so because Jacob is the son of Isaac in the Bible?
Very good.
Why is Jacob on Callisto?
He gets boarded by a sort of another group that wants some of his cargo, and in that boarding, they crash land.
So you're saying the burger people didn't have anything to do with it?
No, they didn't.
The burger people, they.
Oh, more of the Taco Bell fucking commercials. What the heck?
Not in this case.
Is Jacob a good guy or a bad guy?
I'm gonna let you decide.
Oh, okay. So the gray area.
Are there upgrades in the game?
Yes, there are.
And upgrade menus aren't safe either, correct?
I'm not gonna tell you about that.
Well,
Oh, upgrade menus aren't safe either. Meaning, like, you can't pause the game, like, mid shit for combat. Like, I think, or maybe I'm wrong, but I think.
will we be fighting in space at all?
No, you will be outside from time to time, but not in space.
Is this the type of game where humanity is the true villain?
Some parts of humanity, yes, absolutely.
When did
Makes sense, you know. Sometimes, you know, humanity is just flawed by nature. You end up learning that as you get older.
the game leave the PUBG universe?
Over time, it grew.
When did the game leave the PUBG universe? What?
Yes, absolutely.
When did the game leave the PUBG universe?
Over time, it grew, and the
What?
story just kept kind of going in different ways.
Be honest with me, Glenn. Were you just not winning enough chicken dinners?
Oh, I definitely wasn't.
What was the allure of having it in there in the
Did he make? He didn't make PUBG, did he? Did he fund PUBG? Wait. I have to know this. Wait, what? PUBG? The Callisto protocol was originally part of the PUBG universe? Wait, but I need more details on that. Someone needs to fill me in down below, or I'll do a little bit of my own research, but that's a bit confusing.
first place?
But you guys, I love when you guys interact in the comments, so drop it down below if you know anything about that.
I think because, you know, it was
I
such
didn't
a
know that.
popular game, you know, could we ride the wave of some of that? It actually fit at some point. It really did. But we outgrew it a bit.
So is it in the Fortnite universe then?
No.
Is it
uh,
in the
How do you
Fortnite
balance horror
universe?
in your games?
I'm telling you, it is a gut call.
Will players ever feel overpowered in Callisto?
Them being overpowered or them being overpowered by the end.
Both. Let's start with the character.
We're still working on the tuning. I'm hoping that the character's never going to feel too overpowered, and then
But strong enough.
The enemy is going to overpower you a lot. Yes, but if you are clever, there are many ways to get the enemy.
I just need to get clever now. You down
Okay.
to play a game?
Yeah, which one?
I'm gonna ask you what's scarier between the Callisto protocol and something else. Sound good?
Okay,
What's scarier, Callisto or the final circle in PUBG?
that's pretty scary, but I'm still going to go with Callisto.
Callisto or the Ren and Stimpy show Buckaroos?
You know, I made a couple of those games, and they're pretty scary as well. But I'm still going with Callisto.
Callisto or privatized space travel?
Yeah, well, that's pretty scary.
Would you ever go to space?
I've thought about that, and I think I would enjoy it.
Callisto or Dead Space?
Got me there, Callisto.
Callisto or the movie
Damn.
The Strangers?
Callisto. But that was pretty scary too,
Callisto or when your mom used your full name when you were a kid?
because that only happened a few times, and you knew you were in trouble.
That's a fact.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Mom.
Did you have to cut anything from Callisto because it was too scary?
It wouldn't have been because it was too scary. It might have been too
Corny?
brutal, but
Oh,
I
too
don't-
brutal.
I think we left that in too.
Isn't it scarier when you don't see the monster though?
I don't always agree with that. I mean, Michael Myers, when he shows up right in front of you, he's pretty darn scary.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
how scary is the ski-free Yeti?
Is the what?
Is the ski-free Yeti?
I'm not that familiar with the Ski Free Yeti. I apologize.
Neither am I.
So
Maybe-
I'll give it a 7.
What's the scariest thing you've ever painted?
I don't know. I think there's been a couple paintings where I've painted and then I've woken up the next day and go, oh my God, they're awful.
Imposter syndrome truly is the scariest thing. How much teeth
Imposter syndrome truly is the scariest thing.
is too much teeth?
You
Ah,
can never have enough teeth.
Did you
there we go. Tapping into the eldritch, weird Cthulhu-looking beings and weird.
come up with the eye scene in Dead Space 2?
No, I didn't.
Are there any messed
Oh, I actually wanted to know that.
up eye scenes in this?
They're different. But yeah, we mess with eyes. You got to.
You got to. It's a written rule, apparently.
I wonder who came up with the eye scene. Does anyone know? Because that was brutal. The needle going in the center of the eye, that was... And you having to keep steady, that was fucking insane.
Jumping off of that, have you watched this new season of Stranger Things yet?
I just started watching it.
There's a lot of messed up eye stuff in the season, I think.
Oh, there's a lot of messed up eye stuff in the new Stranger Things season. I gotta... Okay.
You're gonna like it.
Oh, is it really?
There is. How scary is that moment in Martyrs when the lady comes running out of the basement?
Dude, that movie affected me.
Related, why do you think the French make so many messed up horror movies?
Why do you think the French make up so many messed up horror movies? That's a crazy synchronicity, isn't it, Rand?
It must have been a rough time at that point.
Would I play this game with children or grandparents?
You know, you're gonna mess either ones up.
What makes
Oh,
Callisto
wow.
such an interesting setting?
I think because it's actually a real setting and it's still close to home, close enough to home.
What draws you to
Oh, that's cool. Cause is it really Jupiter's moon? One of Jupiter's moons?
sci-fi horror so much?
I love the imagination of sci-fi.
Yeah.
I love the emotions of horror.
All right, you ready for a jump?
I hope so.
What's Candyman's favorite bar drink? A Bloody Mary.
Oh, jeez. Well,
What's your
Oh my
whole
god.
thing with gore?
the gorier, the better.
Right now, off the top of your head, give me 5 words that rhyme with gore.
Four, more, core, tour, door.
Is the majority of this game only in one shot, similar to Dead Space 2?
No.
What's the best horror
Only in one shot. Like one way through? Only in one shot.
game of all time?
Like one shot in point of view, like first person shot, or like the third person how Dead Space was, or like only in one shot, like you have to play through the game repeated times to see
I
everything.
think I'm gonna go with Silent Hill. It got me with sound. It got me with
Silent Hill?
everything, you know.
What was this for?
I think I'm gonna go
What's the best horror game of all time?
with Silent Hill. It got me with sound. It got
Yeah,
me with
Silent Hill was
everything,
fucked
you know.
up.
I
couldn't
would
all the
see
way beat
someone
it.
remake that.
Hopefully you'll see it soon, maybe. Internet's rumors. Yeah.
Well, I've been hearing about it for 10 years.
Who does horror best in the games industry?
The most consistent would be Resident Evil.
Did the dollhouse get you in the last Resident Evil?
Oh my God, yeah.
Who does horror best in film, in your opinion?
James Wan is up there in Wes Craven's Dead. He was really good. I met him through Dead Space as well. Spent some time at his house talking about horror and all. It was very cool.
How closely do you work with the
Cool.
sound department?
Very closely.
What's the wildest
I would see, because sound, I feel like, plays a huge part in horror.
thing you use to create a sound effect?
I love the oboe.
Has your work on Call of Duty influenced Callisto?
The way we presented story in Call of Duty was always good.
Can we press F to pay respects in this game?
No.
Are you sick of people comparing Callisto to your other work?
I knew it was going to be, there was always going to be that.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I added one more comparison?
Go right ahead.
What's the main inspiration you pulled from Barbie Game Girl while creating this project?
What not to do. Barbie Game Girl was, believe it or not, outsold everything else that the company had that year. So they made me art director after.
So is Barbie Game Girl directly responsible for you being here today?
It may be
When can people play it?
December 2nd of this year.
Finally,
December 2nd of
how
this
scary
year.
was this interview
yeah.
by your standards?
You made me feel more comfortable as we went. But there were some scary moments.
So I have to work on my horror ramping, is what you're saying.
That and or the horror came from him not trying to reveal too much.
A little bit, but you're not bad.
For more on the Callisto Protocol, be sure to head over to GameInformer.com/Callisto
Let's go. That was right,
Protocol
Game
and
Informer.
YouTube.com/GameInformer for all the gory details you could ever want.
Cool. Well, much love, Moonlight. That's it said for me. I'm ready for the Callisto Protocol. Tell me what you think down below. I'll see you in the next one. Much love, Moonlight. Peace.